Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to say we're out of jail. Got a new windscreen for the microphone. As you can see, we have two nice new cameras. And I'm here because I've been hearing a lot about a civil war.
Are we on the brink of another civil war?
A war on our southern border, the Texas border.
Civil war this, civil war that.
DeSantis said today that he's deploying members of the Florida State Guard to Texas.
And the goal is to help Texas fortify this border. I mean, come on.
Well, we're here on the front lines of the battleground, Shelby Park in Eagle Pass, Texas. And as you can see, you got some National Guard troops right here.
Apparently, Dr. Phil was just here kicking it, saying what's up to the troops and promoting his new book, We've Got Issues.
It's estimated that 1,100 Chinese came across the southern border.
Mark my words, Dr. Phil, they're not coming here because they want a better life for themselves or their family.
And then beyond that is the Rio Grande, AKA the border to Mexico. Now this all began, if I'm not mistaken, because of some razor wire.
Supreme Court decision will allow Border Patrol agents to cut razor wire along the southern border. Governor Abbott had installed that to deter illegal immigration.
Biden doesn't want the razor wire. Abbott wants the razor wire. So you got these guys.
And these guys are members of the Texas State Guard, aka the T-Patchers, from the 36th Infantry Division, who were basically sent by Governor Abbott to secure the park and to stop Border Patrol, who operates under federal authority, from taking down the razor wire.
Texas has the legal authority to control ingress and egress into any geographic location in the state of Texas, and that authority is being asserted with regard to that park in Eagle Pass, Texas, to maintain operational control of it.
But truth be told, if it really came down to it, the president does have supreme authority over the Texas State Guard and all other state armies. So if he wanted to, Biden could give stand-down orders, but he hasn't. And so the situation at Shelby Park is more of a show of Texan force to make a statement about their sovereignty than it is a Civil War precursor.
Got the army out here with Dracos, dumpers, and shiesties.
But it's literally all for optics. Shelby Park is just a baseball field in an impoverished Texas border town. And the hundreds of miles of river north and south of Shelby Park, like the place where we crossed the river only about a quarter mile south, are controlled still by Border Patrol. But this show of Texan force is unfortunately costing many migrants their lives.
The Department of Homeland Security says Texas authorities physically barred Border Patrol agents from trying to rescue drowning migrants. Mexican authorities recovered the bodies of a woman and two children on Saturday. This was across the border from Eagle Pass, Texas.
Federal officials claim that Texas State Guardsmen prevented them from rescuing 3 migrants who were actively drowning in the Rio Grande. This was, of course, in the quarter mile of river that parallels Shelby Park. Texas authorities deny this claim.
Texas officials claim the drownings had already happened when Border Patrol requested access.
Anyways, while this ongoing feud between federal and state forces is quite fascinating, it's not why we traveled back to Eagle Pass. We came back because we heard through the grapevine that 70,000 truckers,
700,000 vehicles? That's the prediction here.
700,000 vehicles, who refer to themselves as God's Army, were headed there to show solidarity with Texas.
The Take Our Border Back convoy is headed there for a rally planned for Saturday.
This is the time for us to rise up as the American people and demand that our president do his job.
Among the convoy participants, apparently, was former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin and rock star Ted Nugent.
Because for some reason, people keep inviting me to these events.
They said they'd arrive on February 3rd to Eagle Pass.
That's expected to all, come to a head Saturday.
So naturally, we showed up at Shelby Park on February 3rd, bright and early, hoping to get some action.